Hello, happy new year everyone. It is 2022. Oh my goodness. I am back. We are back cooking in support of Women's Aid, who are an amazing UK charity who help women and children in domestic abuse situations. I hope you're all well. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, a wonderful new year. Yes, and tonight I am cooking with the fabulous Anna Jones. If you don't know her, please do go check out. She does the most delicious recipes. Her latest, her last cookbook is One Pot, One Planet. One Pot, One Pan, One Planet, which I've cooked many a recipe from. So do check it out. Right, let me see if I can go find her. Not quite there. She'll be there in a moment. But don't forget to say hello and make sure to pop some questions in the question book. In the question box. Oh my goodness, I haven't done this for a while. I've forgotten. So tonight we will be cooking a delicious vegan dish because it's a veganary, January. You know, something to give you a bit of zing. A zesty lemon chickpea green stew. I think I've got all the things wrong now. All right, but I think let me get Anna to explain it.
All right, let me try again. Yes.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm good. I was like a bit out of practice.
I know, me too. And I'm like, I'm never quite sure on these lives whether I'm going to get the top or the bottom of the screen. So
we're both doing squats right now. I think this is great for getting fit in January.
Exactly, it's good.
I highly recommend it.
It's healthy food. It's good for our core strength. We couldn't be more January right now, babe.
Yeah, totally on topic. Yes, so thank you so much for joining me and all in support of Women's Aid. If you do have the opportunity, you can go donate via my profile page. The link is in my profile. Super easy. If you don't have the possibility, comment, share the video because that really, really helps too. So Anna, everybody's really kind of wanting to know what we're cooking today.
Yes, we are making a dish from my latest book, which is called One. It's all about kind of one pot, one pan dishes, and so this is a perfect example of that. So it's a lemon, herb, and chickpea stew, and as is the thing in these amazing Women's Aid videos you're doing, we're going to do it really quick, aren't we? So it's going to be it's going to be 15 minutes. A 15-minute dinner, which I am all about, I've got to say. So should we get going?
Yes, we should do. So I've got my big pot here, very big pot. And I've actually, so when I made my crispy shallots today, I kept the oil, and so I'm just using the oil I fried my shallots in. But you're gonna pop in some coconut.
I'm gonna pop in a bit of coconut oil. Yeah, I've got kind of like any kind of wide, deep pan would do here. You've got your big boy there, but a sort of like this would also do great. I don't know if everyone can see it. I've got one sort of this size. And so first of all, we're going to fry off the kind of what are the sort of aromatic bits. So we've got a bunch of spring onions here, which have been chopped up, a couple of cloves of garlic, which I've just cut into little slivers, and then the stalks of coriander, because we don't want to throw anything away. So we're using the coriander stalks, which is going to, so we're going to have flavour from that and then from the leaves later. So that's all just going in here. And that,
I'm just going to add that all in.
It's going to sizzle away.
Oh my goodness, I'm already hungry.
Yeah, you feel hungry. I feel really hungry actually. I've just been, usually I try and finish work and eat dinner with my son, but I didn't manage to today. So this is going to be my dinner. And then it's going to be my family's dinner tomorrow. So it'll be great.
Exactly. I think we're both on the same, we
are.
Smelling good.
One less meal to cook.
Yes.
So we've got this on go. This is kind of just the aromatic kind of base. Okay. The reason I use spring onions is because really, if you cook these for 2 minutes, they're fine. If you cook them for 10 minutes, they're fine. If you had a proper onion, you'd need them a bit longer. So we're going to go with the spices now. I've got some turmeric here. Yeah. We're going to go, this is the one we're going big on. So we're going to do about 2 teaspoons of turmeric.
Keep this away of your, don't get close to your clothes if you're anything like me.
Yeah, exactly. Or your work surfaces. I'm constantly covered in turmeric. And then about a sort of little half teaspoon of cinnamon. That's just going to give it a bit of warmth. And then we're going to go, because I'm giving this to my son, I've got Turkish chili flakes, because they're a bit milder, but any chili flake will do. So I'm just going to go a kind of big,
we only get regular chili flakes in the Swedish countryside, so that's what I'm going with.
I loved your story today about going out shopping, you know, in the snow. It's so picturesque there. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is really picturesque.
So a little bit of salt in there. I always add a bit of salt with my onions just because it helps drive off the moisture. And we literally just want to toast those spices and let the onions and garlic
smell right now. Oh my goodness, that combination of garlic with the onion and all those spices, it's so mouth-watering. I mean, I wish you could smell this at home. Like,
it's so good. And I think that cinnamon in kind of cooking, it's so often seen as a sweet spice, isn't it? Which is, but it's so great in curries. It's so great in so many things. It's even like a tiny bit on some roast potatoes. It's just such a versatile spice. I absolutely love it. So, yeah, those are looking pretty good. We just want the kind of edges of the garlic to kind of brown a tiny little bit. I think they're kind of nearly there.
Yes, mine are looking good too. I don't know. I'll just give everybody a quick peek in the pan.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Exactly, amazing. And that's, you know, that's why this is a really quick, great base, because you haven't got anything that really needs loads and loads of cooking. So now we're going to add what is the kind of body, the basis of the stew. We're going to add a tin of coconut milk. Okay. I've got full fat. I always use full fat, but you know, if you wanted to use the half fat stuff, you could. Whoa! Fizzle.
Never. Me, half fat? No way.
I'm all up for the full fat. Full fat always. I'm probably going to splash myself with turmeric here.
Oh God, yeah. Watch out. I haven't got an apron on.
No, you're right. I'm wearing like a light coloured jumper. It's a recipe for disaster. And then we've got some chickpeas. So this is going to be our kind of body of the stew, our kind of, you know, veggie protein. I am just such a fan of these guys. I think they're so versatile. I've actually used the jarred ones, these amazing Spanish jarred ones that you can get.
Oh, wow.
You can get in London. You can actually, well, obviously you can get them in Spain. You can get them in lots of places. They are a bit more expensive, but I just think they are cooked better. They're seasoned amazingly. But tins will also do absolutely great. And I'm sure the Swedish countryside doesn't stop.
No, but actually what's interesting, sometimes if I can't get chickpeas, in Sweden they do Swedish yellow peas, which look a bit like chickpeas, and you get them dry, so you have to soak them overnight and cook them, but you always get that anywhere in Sweden. That's kind of the Swedish chickpea. So, and it's very similar, just a bit smaller, you know, but similar texture and stuff like that.
Oh, amazing. I've never tried those. I love
I'll have to bring you a packet the next time.
I would love that. I would love that. So our coconut milk's looking good. It's kind of taken on all the spices, and then the chickpeas are going to go in there. We've drained them, but if you've got a little bit of liquid, that's fine. So it's just like a lovely.
Sorry, Anna. Somebody was asking how many chickpeas. I think it was.
So it was. If you're using tins or cans, depending on where you are, it's 300-400 gram tins or cans. If you're using these jars, I used about 1.5. Because each jar is equivalent to about 2 cans. The next thing I'm going to do is a lemon, a whole lemon. Yeah. We're going to cut it in half. Yeah. We're going to kind of squeeze the juice in. Okay. So it's going to make it lovely and lemony. And then we're going to put the whole squeezed lemon into the stew.
Ooh, I like
it. As that cooks, you're getting the kind of acidity from the lemon juice, but you're also getting the kind of depth, the zestiness, the zinginess from the lemon, kind of the lemon rind. So you're using the whole thing, not throwing it away, getting all the flavour. At this point, I usually add a bit of stock.
Okay,
I've
got my vegetable stock.
Mine's looking pretty kind of juicy here, and I know we're probably cooking this a tiny bit quicker than we might do at home. So I'm just going to add a splash. If you're doing it at home, home, I would say about 200 mils of just any good veggie or vegan stock. You know, obviously if you make it yourself, amazing, but I'm in no way snobby about a stock cube. I love a stock cube.
Come on, we've got to be realistic. Before I had kids, I was like, yeah, you can make your own stock, not a problem.
I know.
But now I have kids, I'm like...
Now I'm like, show me the stock cubes. Exactly. I used to spend a lot more time on sort of technique and fancy things in the kitchen. But you know, we're all in the same boat, aren't we? We all come home from work, or whether we've got kids or not, at the same time, and just want to get something cooked quickly. So at this point, I would add probably a bit more salt, depending on how well seasoned your chickpeas are, and a good bit of black pepper.
Oh, hang on, I forgot that. I'm just going to go grab
Oh, you don't need, if you don't have black pepper, it's no problem, Rachel. I didn't actually put that on the ingredients list, sorry.
That's all right. I love a bit of black pepper.
Yeah.
So just put that in.
And with this, I'm going to let that kind of sizzle down. It's kind of like, this is kind of half soup, half stew, basically. It's like, you know, it's got all those beautiful kind of curry flavours. But yeah, you can, I eat it obviously chunky like this, but you could, you know, if you're a smooth kind of soup kind of person, you could absolutely blend it up. So that's just going to simmer for a minute. And
the smells, like that coconut and like that combination, it is literally making my stomach rumble right now.
This is using a few flavour shortcuts I really love. Like, first of all, the jarred chickpeas or tin chickpeas, which are just so easy to have in the pantry, aren't they? The coconut milk, which just adds kind of creaminess and depth in an instant, and then obviously all of these gorgeous spices. So we'll just let that simmer, and on top we're going to have my absolute favourite thing in the whole world, kind of crispy frizzled onions. They look super dark on the camera, but they are just at that point before they kind of go, almost just that point before they burn, where they're really golden, really crispy.
I know, and very Moorish. I made the same amount as you yesterday, and I actually made shallots. And half of them are already gone. I had to go hide them.
I mean, I would eat them like crisps, basically. But they are also, you know, you could also use the ones from the store if you wanted to. You know, they are really easy and quick to pick up. And you know, in the UK you can get them in all Asian supermarkets. But in Sweden you can get them kind of everywhere, can't you?
But the
so
ones are so much better if you do have the time. And actually, I'll post a little video tomorrow, like how I made mine. So they're really easy to do, and you can like make a batch and keep it in an airtight container. So, and then just sprinkle it on anything from soup, salads to stews to. I mean, I even had it on toast the other day.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, amazing, 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 amazing. Love it.
So, yeah. Right, so I think we've got a couple of questions. So if anybody wants to like ask us a question or something, just pop it in the question box.
Someone's asking if we add cumin, which would be amazing. It would totally work with all of these flavors. Again, these spices are kind of suggestions. If you don't have one of them, you can miss it out. You can add something else. But anything from a kind of, you know, vaguely Indian sort of feeling, even a bit of garam masala would work really, really well. Someone asked how to cut the onion. It's kind of spring onions, so we just want to kind of slice them, you know, reasonably finely. I think I saw someone asking if it was creamy, and it certainly is. That coconut milk brings that gorgeous creaminess. Yeah.
And just to recap what we're cooking, so we're cooking this delicious chickpea stew, which has like this zesty lemon and this really fresh green side to it. Super easy. You can cook it all in one pan. I will share the ingredients list when I post the video, so don't worry about the quantities. And you can find the recipe in Anna's cookbook, her latest cookbook 1. So that's really easy to find as well. I highly recommend it. I've cooked many things from it, and my kids have even eaten it as well. So that's always like.
Oh, thanks, my love. Well, yeah, I'm really proud actually, and it's all for all the veggies and vegans out there, and all the people. Yeah, just trying to reduce a bit of meat. It's all the recipes are either veggie or vegan. So yeah. And lots of people asking what's good.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, my love. Lots of people are asking what's good to eat with it. And so I would say like a flatbread, a lovely, you know, some rice. I also just eat it on its own as a kind of warming soup for lunch. So, yeah, rice or a flatbread. Sorry, what were you saying, my love?
Oh, I was just saying how the cookbook, I've, you know, cooked recipes for many a meat eater, and it hasn't, you know, it's not been off-putting. Like, you know, sometimes there's a bit of a stigma when it's like, oh, it's vegetarian or vegan, you know, so it's a bit of a crowd pleaser, I think.
Oh,
So,
well, thank you. Yeah, that's the aim. If we can convince the most hardcore meat-eating stalwarts that veggies are delicious, then yeah, I've done my job. So amazing.
So somebody was asking if you could use something instead of chickpeas.
You totally could. So any pulse, really. I wouldn't recommend lentils, but any kind of, you know, cannellini beans, butter beans, anything from that kind of bean family would be great. Kind of a light coloured bean. So yeah, definitely. And if you've got, you know, a can of chickpeas, a can of cannellini in your cupboard, just use one of each. I mean, that's the whole thing about recipes, isn't it? Once they're in your kitchen, they're your recipes. So,
yeah.
So right. Should we serve up, my love? I think we're nearly there, aren't we?
I'm actually going to have a quick taste to see if I need a bit more salt.
Yes, I'm going to do the same.
Just, I always think that's like my top tip, is taste your food.
Taste your food. So,
I mean, it sounds obvious, doesn't it?
No, that's right. I think that's the bit that people really often forget, and it's the key bit, because once it's in a bowl, you know, it's difficult to change the flavour, isn't it? It's difficult to kind of, excuse me, make those changes.
Also, somebody was asking whether you could make this a day in advance. I think we both mentioned we'll be eating this for lunch tomorrow, so definitely a day in advance.
Yeah, a day in advance is perfect for this. It's just like any kind of, you know, spice dish or curry. It kind of improves the next day. So yeah, it's totally delicious. So I'm just going to serve some up. You ready to serve, Rachel? Are you on the same page?
Yes, I am ready to serve.
I don't want to go zooming ahead.
No, I think we're good to go.
So, you know, as I said, this is great with rice, great with a flatbread for dipping in. I've got a recipe for yogurt flatbreads, which are really easy and kind of quicker than heading to the corner shop. If you Google that, it will pop straight up.
That sounds good. Something I could get the kids to make tomorrow.
Exactly, yeah. My little boy really likes making them, actually. They're quite tactile. It's quite like a really gorgeous kind of fluffy dough. So got some herbs on here. I've just got some coriander and a bit of parsley, but you can use any green herbs you've got, really. I've even put, you know, basil works on here, even dill would work on here, because it's not a super strong kind of curry flavour. It's just that kind of turmeric and chilli. And then I'm going to pile some of the little frazzled onions on. And what these are doing are kind of giving a dish that's been cooked really quickly, like some nice depth of flavour, but also some crunch. So, yeah.
Right, I'm going to have a quick taste. Oh, this is...
And also some yogurt on top of this would be great for a bit of extra acidity. So, yeah. Vegan yogurt, if you're doing the vegan thing.
So delicious. And super easy. I mean, if anybody was watching from the beginning, see how easy it was to make, all in one pot, anything to do less washing up. That's always a bonus.
Yeah. So with you.
So for anybody who's just hopped in, we made this delicious chickpea stew. The recipe will be posted afterwards, for the ingredients list. It's all from Anna's amazing cookbook 1, which is out already. You can go check it out. And in support of Women's Aid, who are a fantastic charity supporting women and children in domestic abuse situations. If you do have the opportunity, please go donate via my profile page, or comment and like on this video, share it. That also helps. In the meantime, thank you so much, Anna. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
This tomorrow with my kids. I'll be enjoying it. And maybe I'll try and make the flatbreads too. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, yeah, amazing. Well, that's great. And thank you so much for having me. And just, very happy to be here, and absolutely love women at Women's Aid and think they do the most amazing work. So, yeah, would back you up on that. If anyone can, you know, from £1 to £100, throw it their way, then amazing.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. And thank you everybody for tuning in again. Okay, take care. See you very soon.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Bye.